I got these flowers out in my backyard. And, I really like flowers. So this one here is a zinnia. It's really cool. The bees and butterflies really love zinnias. And they eat off of them. It's just great. I seen monarchs come this year, and the last couple of years I haven't really seen any monarchs, so I was really happy about that. So that's zinnias, and this is a purple coneflower. But you say, it's not purple. Well, they used to always be purple, but now you get them in yellow and red and white. A couple of days ago, this was bright yellow, but now I think the cross kind of wilted it a little. I want to show you some things. This is what a zinnia looks like after it's been out for a while, and the petals are dying. It looks pretty bad. But I'm telling you, there's something going on here that you can't see. And it's really cool. I'm hoping you can see this. A dead flower. But I'm telling you, it's not really dead. Let's break it all apart. Now, this looks like a bunch of dead foliage. But in there, if you can see, right here, that is a zinnia seed. And they're all through this. My eyes aren't too good. There's one. These dead flowers produce seed. All the energy from the plant is now focused on making seeds. Whereas before, the energy went into the flower. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not sure you can see that. There's one. You have to really, I don't know if you can see that.
You can see it on the paper.
Oh, you can see it on the paper. My eyes aren't so good, so I don't really see it. You take a live flower or a nice flower. Let's pull that apart. Sorry. You can see the seeds are starting to grow. There they are. But you plant those seeds, they won't produce plants because they're not ready yet. The flower has to die, and then they mature into these seeds. I take these seeds, I put them in an envelope. I have some here. And I set them on the bookshelf for next year. And next year I put them in the ground, and the plants come up. What I wanted to tell you about this is, Jesus said, truly I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains by itself. But if it dies, it produces much fruit. He was talking about himself because he knew what was going to happen. He was going to go to the cross. And he was dead. But in doing that, something awesome happened. he produced seeds for everyone. He not only produced seeds for the next plant, or there's like 20, 30 seeds in here. He produced seeds for everyone who ever lived, everyone who is living, everyone who will live later on. These seeds we take into our hearts. We have the seed of Jesus. We take it into our hearts, and that it grows and produces more fruit. For one thing, it gives us a new life. We call that born again, giving us a new life. And he loves it. I mean, you saw the kids opening the boxes. That's the way Jesus is with us. He loves us so much. His joy is even greater than that. And I just wanted to let you know about all that. So we take the seeds in our heart. And actually, if you want, let's just do that. If everyone would just stand up for a second. If you can. If you're holding a baby or you can't stand up, that is fine. Put one hand to your heart. Put the other hand up there. And say after me, Lord Jesus, I open my heart. Plant your seed within. There you go. We're all on the same page. So, and that's all it takes. It just takes an open heart. Jesus loves to come to you. And I wanted to also say, when that happens, we produce seeds ourselves. I showed you the coneflower. It's kind of neat. Here's one. It dies, and it looks like that. This little ball, it's kind of only short. I always leave these. I never cut them off. I leave them during the winter and the fall because birds come and they pick on that. And they're little tiny seeds. You probably can't see it, but these are little tiny seeds. They love it. They'll pick at these seeds when the food is not, is kind of scarce. You guys can all come up afterwards and I'll show you. You can definitely see the seeds in that. They are hard to grow if you put them in the ground, but the birds just love them. So they'll come in and pick at them. So I'm telling you, you have seeds in your heart. You may not know it, but other people are feeding on that. You little gifts of kindness, you don't think much about it. But it makes a world of difference to other people. Matt was talking about the mechanics coming. I mean, that's his job, and he doesn't think much of it. But to Matt and Mary and the family, that was really awesome. So, Jesus gives us seeds to give out. And he also said, if anyone wants to follow me, let him deny himself, take up his cross and follow me. That's a part of the seed giving. It seems like maybe we're not, we we don't really want to be like this, but we have to be a little bit like that, and maybe not so much like this. Because just think of the Samaritan's purse. Rebecca said some kids give away their favorite toy. Well, that's denying yourself and giving to others. And you can see that you saw the results. That is what Jesus wants you to do. And if you're new at this, I just want to say, I plant these seeds in the ground. I don't start them inside because zinnias are so easy. I plant them in the ground, in the dirt, and they start sprouting up. The trick is not to pull them out. You pull the weeds out around them, but you have to know what the zinnia looks like so you don't pull it out. So when you first start, you might say, oh, there's a bunch of plants here, I'm not sure which is the zinnia. You look at the grass, this is a grass, I know that's not a zinnia. Oh, you pull out. This is a dandelion. I know that's not a zinnia, so you pull that one out. And you say, oh, well, these weeds are all over the place, that's not a zinnia. You pull out. After a while, when it grows up, you get to know what a zinnia looks like. And then the next year, you know what to look for. But what I'm saying here is the small shoot of a zinnia or a flower, whatever you plant, is like Jesus talking to you, the Word of God. At first, you can't distinguish between what God is saying to you and what other people are. You might have a hard time with that, but eventually you recognize what God is saying, and that it is from God, and it's not from your own personal desires or someone telling you. You get to know what a zinnia is. So after a while, you get to know the voice of Jesus. And it is great. I mean, it is wonderful. He tells you what to do. I mean, not in so many words, but you know how to follow him. He will present you with opportunities, and it's like, yeah, I will do that. I will do a kindness to somebody. I will help somebody out. It's right in front of me. I am to do that, and that's Jesus prodding me to go and do. So that's pretty much. I think that's all I have.
Right. Oh, yeah. I had an idea, Mike. Thank you so much, all of you. That was a lot of great messages, testimonies. Could you? I'm thinking at Kids Church in 2 weeks. Could you have a bunch of little seeds that every child can take one seed home?
I could take it and make a little packets up. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
A couple seeds.
Oh, and that'd be great. And you guys could. Do you put them in the ground in the end of the fall, and then it goes all?
No, I put them in the springtime.
In the spring.
After the frost.
Okay. So they can save their seeds and put them out in the yard somewhere.
Like I said,
And watch them grow.
this is in my bookshelf at home.
Oh,
And I keep a little packet for
we got a whole
myself.
bunch of seeds.